Hello, and thank you for coming back to watch this video. If you don't get why I'm saying that, then you ought to watch the first video in this series because it lays a lot of groundwork into what I'm going to be talking about. I'm not really going to repeat anything from that video. So without further ado, let's get this video started. It's the end of week 1 of Jim Stoppani's Shortcut to Size, and I have some thoughts on it, so let's talk about it. So the first thing I noticed about this week is that the workouts are advertised as 45 minutes in length, and in reality it took me closer to an hour and a half. I think that's due to two main factors. The first being that it's such a high rep range, 12 to 15 reps, that my muscles need more time than he gives us to recover so I can continue the next set in that same rep range. And then secondly, because I work out at the on-campus gym, there's a lot of people and not a lot of machines, so sometimes you end up having to wait 6-7 minutes to get on the next machine. But for me, the time isn't such a huge deal because I have a large space in between classes and after class that I can work out in. But if you're trying to fit this in to a tight schedule, you might want to keep this in mind, that you're going to need to allot more time to these beginning workouts because of the length of them. Coming in a close second to how quickly I realize that the workouts take longer than 45 minutes is remembering how sore you get after not working out for a while and then going back to working out. For 2 days or so, I was feeling real good, and then that third day came and just bam, I was sore as hell. Like, it hurt to move my arms, it just hurt to move everything. It was all in the joint pain though, not really the muscle pain. I don't know if anyone else can sympathize to that, but my muscles don't really ever get sore. It's always just the joints for some reason. So that's really all I have to say about the whole workout side of things. Now I want to talk about what I think is really the hardest part of doing this, and that is eating like he says to. That is very difficult, especially for me because I don't eat a lot anyway. So I'm having a really hard time shoving down all that food, and a consequence of which is that I'm not getting as much protein as I should be getting. I'm not getting as much carbs as I should be getting. I'm getting all the nutrients because I'm eating a lot of fruit and I'm taking the multivitamins, so that's not really a problem. The problem is just really fitting all that food in me. I'm really having a problem with that. So here's a little chart that I made that just shows how much protein and carbohydrates that I'm getting every day from foods that I eat every day. So keep in mind this is not including lunch and dinner because those vary through the week. And I just wanted to count the things that I know for sure that I'm getting. So it's safe to add probably another 40 to 60 grams of carbohydrates and protein on top of the final numbers. But what really I wanted to demonstrate here is just how much that I am actually eating and how much that I'm falling short of what I should actually be getting. And that if you're planning on following this, you need to be prepared to eat a lot of food because I feel like I'm eating a lot now and I'm still falling well short of how much I actually need. So one more thing I wanted to mention quickly before I ended this video is about your supplemental regimen. That being that they're going by relatively quickly, especially the protein powder. It's only 71 servings in that 5-pound container I showed you in the first video, and I'm taking 4 to 5 scoops a day. So I'll be lucky if that lasts me a month, and those are $50 roughly for one container of that. So you're looking at a pretty high cost of supplements, so you need to be prepared to spend that money if you really want to do the supplemental regimen as called for. Well, that's it. It's the end of the week 1 video. Thanks for sticking around and watching the whole thing. I told you it'd be a hell of a lot shorter than the first video I made. If you have any questions or comments, just go ahead and leave them down in the comment section and I'll get to them as soon as I can. So thanks again for watching. I hope to see you next week.